What's going on, my pretty pandas? It's your huggable hipster here, and welcome to a video that was not planned at all. I feel like this video is going to be more of a rant style type video. I mean, I planned it out somewhat in my head. Today we were going to be talking about, what is it? I forgot the name of the game we were even talking about. The Devil May Cry. That's it. We were going to talk about that game because I played the demo of it briefly that was free on Xbox. Not a fan of it. I played it on a live stream and it was just so utterly disappointing to me because I thought there was going to be more of like a third person style game. It just seems so Metal Gear Solid. I don't know why, but that just was the comparison I thought of in my head. But that's not what we're talking about today. What we are talking about today is more personal, more I don't want to say this. More like I feel like I need to talk about this because people are like, it's just one issue on top of another that I feel like I have to address constantly. And now that I'm somewhat, I wouldn't consider it, getting out there at all, but somewhat of my name is out there now, and more people are starting to search me. I can tell by the algorithm, I can tell by what's going on in my channel and how people are DMing me and all that kind of stuff, that they're finding me somehow. So, you guys have probably noticed a change. Really. As you guys have noticed, there was a change that was made to the layout of my Twitter and my two YouTube channels, my vlog channel and my gaming channel. So yeah, that's for a reason. I honestly, I wanted to be a little more minimalistic with a lot of my style, and that just, it's something that's coming from within. I feel like I have to like blur about all the time that, oh my god, it's, this is my channel, this is what I do. Like, if people like me, great. If they don't, I can't force them to like me. Like, that's what I was trying to do in a subconscious manner whenever I was whenever I was like putting in my header on Twitter that I upload on these days and I do this and I do that. I want to do that in a more minimalistic fashion from now on, because I feel like this entire YouTube system of telling people I upload on this day and on this day. If you have avid viewers who see your content every day and they see the days that you upload and everything, I feel like you can just make your header, personalize your things the way you want to. You don't really have to stick to a strict guidebook or anything like that whenever you're setting up your personalizations on Twitter and YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, I'm taking more of a personalized view on things because I feel like, and not that this is, a bad thing necessarily, but I feel like my creativity on my platforms has kind of been hindered in a way, so to speak, whenever I try to design my stuff graphically, because I always get in a rut of like, oh, well, my viewers like this, will this be aesthetically pleasing to my viewers? And it's like, excuse my language, but who the fuck cares? I'm the one that has to aesthetically please first, and then my viewers. I know that sounds like such a bitch move, but it's true. Like, I want to be able to like it. If I don't like it, then I'm not gonna post it. Like, there are so many headers that I've had that I've just tossed to the garbage because I didn't think that my viewers would like it. I prioritized my viewers over myself a lot of the time. And again, I know it sounds selfish, but whenever you're talking about mental health, even running a YouTube channel, you always have to think of, yourself first before anything, because you're the one who's putting out the work, you're the one who's putting out the videos and the content, and I feel like that has to come before anything. So here's my little thing that I'm going to go by, and I know, and I think some of you have noticed, who have picked up on it, I'm a lot more serious in some of my videos, because honestly, like, I used to do that whole thing in the beginning of my YouTube channel where I would imitate other YouTubers because I thought, oh, well, if I act like this person, then so and so will watch or whatever. And then I tried to act all cutesy because I felt like, people like female gamers who are cutesy in some way, very aegyo. And I'm just like, no, that's not working for me either. I am a very, I'm very much of a realist when it comes down to it. I don't like putting on a face for people that's not honest. So for me, trying to literally figure my way through different masks and different personas, and different things that were a part of who I am as a person, but I was trying to overcompensate and make it over dramatized more so than it actually was and actually how I act. So I honestly feel like the real me is bubbly, over dramatic a lot of the time, serious, doesn't give a shit what other people think of her. you know, the real me focuses on things and people that I care about. And this is something else actually we're going to dive into here right now, where the concept that you're everybody's friend. I'm not everybody's friend. I don't intend on being everybody's friend, because there are people who like you. There will be people who will hate you. There will be people who can tolerate you to a certain extent, not because they want to or have to, you know, because you're just there and they tolerate you. It's a harsh reality of life, and a lot of people don't like hearing the fact that, you know, you're human. You don't have to have everybody be kissing the ground you walk on. And for me, it's just like I came to the realization of this whenever I started YouTube, because I such a bad thing to say. I expected to be loved overnight, and I'm just like, well, who wouldn't love me? Such a cocky ass thing to say. I know, please unsubscribe from me, holy shit. But the thing is that like now it's like my humanity over time has been sinking in and being like, I really don't care if people subscribe or not. I really don't care if people like me or not. Like, I feel like I'm the Edward Avila of gaming, honestly, because he does a lot of K-beauty stuff, and I love his attitude. I love the fact of how sassy he is. I love the fact that he just doesn't give a shit about what other people think of him. He just doesn't care at all, and I love it so much. Honestly, I feel like we would get along very well, because he's very much like me in the fact that he just does what he wants without apologies, and I love that. And that's what I have to do as well, because I was trying to do so much that people liked just for the sake of pleasing people. And that's not a good way to live. I always thought, and this is such a silly thing, so stupid, but it's something I always did. I always thought that, you know, people would think that I'm being mean if at the end of my Twitter response back to someone, I don't put a smiley face or something. I don't know why, but I always thought that in the back of my head, like, if I respond back, like, let's say someone makes a tweet that's saying, oh, what time is the video coming out today? And if I just respond 11 o'clock a.m., I don't know, without a smiley face, I feel like they would take me so, like, as being mean or something like that if I don't put a smiley face or a wink or a heart or something like that at the end to show my emotion behind what I'm typing. If that makes sense. I don't know. It's probably a really weird niche, like, what the hell, why are you so concerned with something like this? But it's true. Like, I don't know why. I feel like so many people don't understand boundaries as well. Like, this is, girl, I'll put the image up here. It's just hilarious that people think that they can send this kind of stuff. I get messages like this all the time. It doesn't shock me anymore that people are gross. Honestly, it doesn't shock me. But if you send me that kind of stuff, you're gonna get blocked. You're going to get reported. And I don't have time for men or women who do that kind of stuff, honestly. And I get it so much. I've just become so desensitized to it that it doesn't piss me off anymore. Like, I'll get like, oh, this, oh, meh, 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 meh. But I won't get, like, I don't know. It just doesn't bother me to the extent of getting angry by it. It's just like, whatever. And that's the thing about being a female on YouTube. It's like men and women, a lot of the time, feel like they can harass you in different ways. For men, it's like, oh, let me show you my dick, man. Can I get your opinion on my dick? Like, okay, first of all, if you have to ask for my opinion, then it's probably really small. The thing is, with being a YouTuber for over 2.5 years now, almost 3 years doing this, I don't really care to know certain people. Like, that's the thing. Like, people message me and they're like, oh my god, I want to be your friend. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm like, I don't care to. It's like, I have my own life. I have my own goals. I have my own things. And I don't want to, you know, this goes out so mean. I don't want to pursue something that I know might fail. But it's like every time, either someone asks me to do a collaboration, they'll sign up for, like, a perfect example. There was this one kid who signed up to do a collaboration with me on my Patreon. Because on Patreon, there is a tier that you can sign up for where it's $75 a month and you can collaborate with me, write a script with me, and film and work on the camera. Like, you can, like, just do all that kind of stuff. Like, I really try to make it as versatile as possible. That way you can learn the ins and outs of YouTube while doing a fun collaboration, and I really think that might benefit someone who would want to get into doing YouTube but learn the ins and outs of it from someone who's done this for a while. And the dude signed up for it, signed up for the $75 tier, and I was like, alright, cool, that's really awesome. And I found out the kid was like 15 or 16 years old. I'm like, first of all, where the hell are you getting this kind of money from, champ? Like, I mean, your parents know, like, what's happening here. And then the next day that I check, he took his $75 Patreon tier thing away. And I messaged him, and I was just like, oh, you don't want to do the collaboration anymore. And he messages back a week or so, 2 weeks later, saying, my mom took my phone away because she saw that I was on Patreon and paying for this when I used her card. Oh, I was livid. I was livid at the fact that a kid would go out of his way to do this, and it's oh my god, this generation is just what's happening. So then he was like, can I still sign up for your other tier? I was just like, please make sure you have parental consent, because this is, I don't joke around whenever it comes to this kind of stuff. I was even questioning the fact of why he signed up for a $75 tier, why he signed up for a $75 tier in the first place. It was shade city, okay? And it wasn't even until after the fact of him signing up that I found out that he was like 15 or 16, and I'm still thinking to myself, I'm like, dude, 15, 16-year-olds don't have that kind of cash unless, you know, you're real persistent mowing lawns and babysitting, and, you know, or you got rich parents. I don't know. And this is one thing that I said back in the beginning of this video that I've been having an issue with, and it's just I'm stretching myself too thin with a lot of people who don't give a shit. That's basically it. Even with Twitch, it's like I want to do Twitch so much, but I don't have the time. And this is one of the other things that I want to tell you guys about, that I don't know if I'll be able to continue doing Twitch weekly. Like, it's just impossible. Like, you know, for me, I wake up, I do editing, not just for myself, but I have, you know, different clients that I edit for. I have different articles that I'm writing for people and everything like that. And it's becoming mentally draining to try to fit in everything into one day. And on top of that, worrying about Twitch, worrying about the different endeavors that I have coming up, worrying about so many different things. Not on top of that, trying to find, you know, an apartment, trying to find a way to be financially stable. It's very, very difficult. It's very, you know, mind draining. I mean, the heater just went on, you know. She's there. She agrees with me. Now, I'm going to say this. If I do Twitch at all, it's going to be on the weekends. If I can even do that. I don't want to make any promises. So, to this 3 people who are subscribed to me right now on Twitch, I am continuing Twitch. I just won't have a very, you know, solid schedule. I'll be on there on possibly weekends if I can fit in a weekday or something. It'll be very randomized. It won't be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 7:30 like it normally was. It won't be on those days. It won't be in a very strict order like I had it, because the thing is that I'm stretching myself too thin and I need to stop. Like, it's cool doing one thing. It's cool being able to, like, multi-place myself in different ways, if I even want to say that. But it's getting to the point of where I'm mentally drained constantly. Not only am I doing right now 2 YouTube channels, I'm fixing the vlog channel because there's things that I want to potentially put on the vlog channel, not just vlogs, but K-beauty stuff, vlogs from traveling to Korea hopefully next year. Like, there's just a lot. There's a lot that I want to put on there. So I'm revamping the entire thing. I'm going to be putting new profile pictures on every social media platform. So there's just a different vibe, a different feel to what I want to do that will allow me to be more in creative control and to give you guys the content that I love and I want to put out there. And not only am I doing the YouTube channels, I'm creating an EP right now that's going out next year. That takes up so much time, not just the concept work for what the storyline is going to be, but the music work, the production on the music itself, and that with the vocals and everything. It's just, and on top of that, I'm finishing up a book right now. Like, it's really kind of crazy to say. I'm in the process of finishing up a book. That takes about an hour every single day. Still learning Korean, still trying to figure out stuff if I even accomplish Twitch. Like, there's a lot, which is why I'm kind of putting Twitch to the side right now. Not quitting Twitch. It's just going to be a hobby that I'm going to have. It's not going to be something I'm going to do on the regular. It's not something that I have passion for it, but I'm not like a hardcore Twitch streamer at all. I'm more a YouTuber and musician. Like, I'm not I don't really care about Twitch as much, even though it's a great platform. It's something that I really think a lot of people can thrive in, and I absolutely love that Twitch cares about their viewers. You know, they pay them out, they do all the stuff that, you know, a platform is really supposed to do. But it's not a place right now that's feasible for me to work on currently because of just how much I have going on. On top of that, there's another thing that's going on that I think might be really cool. There are two possible places that I might end up moving to. Either Brooklyn, New York, which is amazing in itself because I miss Brooklyn, or Nashville, Tennessee, which is basically the home of music if you think about it. And it's an incredible place where musicians can thrive. I'm gonna be getting a business opportunity out there, and if everything goes the way I expect it to, I will be moving to Nashville. So I really want that to thrive. I really want that to grow into something that will also allow my music career to thrive, to grow into something. So once I get everything settled and everything is more stable, so to speak, it'll make things easier for me, and it'll make things easier for me to do Twitch, you know, on the side. It'll make things easier for me to do more of what I love with music. Even though I'm still doing that right now, it's still a hobby, basically. It's not a full-time job that I make money from. You know, music is something that I'm working towards and I'm creating and I'm moving towards every single day. But in no means is it something that's like as YouTube, where I'm posting every single day content. Music is something where you have to work on, and then over a period of time you can release it, because I don't ever release something that I'm not proud of. Also, another thing I want to touch on, and this was a big thing, I understand that you guys want to keep in contact with me, and I feel, I know this might sound cocky, but I feel like I've spoiled you guys so much with contacting you and keeping in touch and everything like that, that I am more busy than I would like to be on some days. I don't have that much free time. I feel like the only free time I get is a couple of hours before I go to sleep, and I try to just keep that time for myself. And when I wake up in the morning, also when I sleep. I mean, you know, even though I am an insomniac and I don't get that much sleep. That's basically my free time. But a couple of hours in the morning, and then 2 hours-ish before I go to bed. But I will, you know, message people. I will keep in touch with you guys. I love keeping in touch with you guys. But there will be some nights where I know it's gonna sound mean, but I just don't want to. I want to have that time for myself. And some people don't understand that. And I told this one person, and I was just like, listen, I love talking with you guys, but I need to chill. I need to let my mind just relax and just take in everything from the day and simmer for a little bit and just focus on myself, what I need to do, what I need to accomplish for the next day. Because I take every day, you know, I focus on the now, but I also focus on the future. I focus on what my week is going to be like, what the next few days are going to be like for me. I think ahead, and I prioritize, basically. And I got told, you know, you should be talking with us more, or you shouldn't, or that's, you know, kind of selfish of you to do it. And I'm just like, since when is it selfish to take care of your mental stability? I'll even get people hitting me up at like 3 o'clock in the morning because, you know, there's like different time zones and everything like that with some of my viewers. And I'm literally not answering anybody back at that time, because either I will be just going to bed or I'll be asleep. So, you know, it really doesn't fucking matter anyway. Bitch, the gall, the frackety gall of some people that can just cop into my DMs and say, you need to take a break from editing. You need to do this. You need to do that. I don't need to do anything of what anybody says, honestly. I am a content creator, an entrepreneur, a self-starter for a reason. Yes, I take in input. I take in constructive criticism. But when someone tells me, you need to do this, you need to do that, I'm like, I don't need to do a goddamn thing that you say. I do understand that people will suggest something. I suggest you do this, or I suggest you do this, or I'm worried about your health and everything like that. Like, I'll get so many different things in a day, like constantly. And I understand that you guys are worried. I understand that people are like, oh my god, you're going to bed like 3 o'clock in the morning. I work so much in order to be able to relax later. You know what I mean? So for me, like, I want to hustle now and get my shit done and have sleepless nights now, so I don't have to when I'm 40, 50, 60 years old. I don't want to ever wonder about that. I don't want to ever wonder, why didn't I take this chance? Why didn't I go and do this endeavor? Why didn't I take that risk? I am always going to have time to sleep. Bitch, I'm always going to have time to sleep. I want to be able to get and cram as much life, as white girl as that sounds, honey. I want to cram as much as I can into every aspect of everything that I'm doing, whether it be editing, working on, you know, my Korean, working on anything that I have, my music, anything that it is. I want to work on it. And for someone to say, you need to take a break from life for a bit, you need to relax, you need to do this, honey, it's just kind of like, no, I don't want to. As content creators, I can speak for a whole, we all know what our limits are. We all know when we're supposed to take a break and kind of back off from the things that we love. So, and I understand that you guys are coming from a genuine place. I really do. But whenever you ask that, it's kind of patronizing, and it's kind of like, oh, she doesn't know how to take care of herself, okay? It's like, no, we know how to take care of ourselves. We just don't most of the time because we know our limits. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to mention in this. I feel like I kind of went like, bitch. So many people have just been down my throat recently about, you need to know your limits. You need to understand that you're only human. And I was like, bitch, I know I'm human. What else is new? But yeah, I don't know. I was frustrated, and I'm glad I got to vent this out, because it's like, I just don't understand it. When people just come up and it's like I said, 1600 might not be a lot to some people, but it's a lot to me, because I mean, I never imagined that, oh my god, we almost have, like, we're literally 300 away from 2,000 subscribers. Like, what? And I keep getting messages from people, whether it be I'm recording, whether it be when I'm sleeping, or or when I'm you know, when I'm doing something, editing for a client, whatever it may be. I'll get messages from rando people saying, hey, want to be friends? And whenever people see that I don't reply, they're like, why aren't you responding back to me? And it's like, listen, stop. But you gotta understand that as much as I want to DM you guys and talk to you on the regular, it's not possible. And it's going to be even be more possible whenever I get things settled, whenever I move, whenever I do all of that kind of stuff. So if I'm not chatting, it's not because I don't want to, it's because I physically can't. I hope you guys understand. I hope it wasn't coming off too mean or witchy bitchy. Like, I honestly care about you guys and want the best for you guys. I just want you all to understand that things are happening, things are getting more busy with commissions and with everything that I'm doing for clients, for building my business, for YouTube, for music, that I don't want to stretch myself too thin. I need to help myself, that way I can help you guys in a way. So it's just, and I don't like disappointing people. That's the thing. I don't want to disappoint you guys. I don't want to you know, have your guys' opinion lessen of me just because I'm putting my foot down with rules that need to be followed. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was, you know, a treat, because I'm recording this at, like, wait, what time is it right now? It's 12:44 in the morning, because I thought, listen, I want to get this out. I want to be able to talk with everybody. I want to be able to just get all the feels out. But yeah, if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell. Yeah, if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell down below, because I make videos every weekday. Stay casually nerdy, you guys, and I will talk to you all in tomorrow's video, which is another episode of fun-filled, action-packed stuff from Red Dead Redemption 2. Peace.